Matli, who's a great friend of our festival and who's also the president of the ambassadors of Francophony. And because we are celebrating this Francophony, we have 88 performances and we have in total 148 representations, either in physical or online, and representing 7 Francophone countries. This is a great achievement for us.
This edition of the Sibiu International Festival 2023, not only I was thrilled to attend, but I thought about 3 things. The replication for 30 years of the Theatre Festival, the thankfulness for this year's innovative program, and third, the progress of the future. For 3 decades, the Sibiu International Festival in Romania has been a platform for showcase the best pieces and minds of the theatre industry around the world. It has been a remarkable and unique journey of diversity, excellence, and innovation. The festival founder and director Constantin Chiriac has selected an outstanding team to make this possible. Year by year, he has inspired and motivated his management and participants to reinvent the festival, but by doing so the entire theatre industry. Over the years, this festival has given to the public countless memorable moments, from the breathtaking performances to the thought-provoking plays that have challenged our perspectives on the world. It has provided a space for artists to experiment, to take risks, and in doing so, it has nurtured a vibrant theatre community that continues to grow and thrive. While we celebrate 30 years of the festival, we are reminded of the countless artists, producers, directors, and technicians who have dedicated the time and energy to bring us the magic of theatre, and we are grateful for their tireless efforts. We are deeply grateful to the founder and director of the festival, Constantin Chiriac, for his remarkable life achievement. Let me express our gratitude to him for his vision, inspiration, for his energy, and for having pushed the boundaries of what is possible on stage. It is him and his team who made the wonder of Sibiu this year again possible. As president of the Cortes Ambasadas Institución de Delegación Francophone Roumanie, I'm deeply grateful to the Sibiu International Festival for having contributed this year so mindfully to the celebration of Romania's 30 years of membership to the International Francophone Organization. Sibiu underlines thus its contribution with innovation to diversity in theatre. I thank the festival for having invited at its 30th edition remarkable artists and institutions from Switzerland, such as the Comité de Genève, la Compagnie des Mâles, the organist Jean-Christophe Geisel, the Zurich University of Arts, and Milo Rau, who will receive his recognition at the Sibiu. Many years of groundbreaking theatre lay ahead of us. On our side, we pledge to continue supporting the arts of the artists who will bring life to the Sibiu International Festival. On its turn, Sibiu will continue to be an inspiration in the entertainment industry. It will convene year by year leaders of that industry, who will empower also the next generation of artists and public alike. The Sibiu International Theatre Festival will remind us that theatre is not just a form of entertainment, but has the power to inspire us, to dream, to hope, and to create a better world. Let us enjoy the beginning of the next 30 years of this wonderful festival.
Hall, Fabrica de Cultură, directed by Tiago Rodriguez. Dans les mesures de l'impossible. Tiago Rodriguez is the artistic director of the Avignon Festival. Dear spectators, I really recommend this. Also from Belgium, I recommend Milo Rau's family, together with the National Theatre of Ghent on the 29th and 30th of June at Faust Hall, Fabrica de Cultură. Milo Rau, one of the enfants terribles of theatre, film, opera of the world. He is now the manager of Wiener Festwochen. He has been so for less than a month. I'm going to meet him in Vienna at the end of this week. Together with him, I'm going to be present for the opening of the Wiener Festwochen. We are very happy to be able to build this wonderful bridge. From Canada, then, we are bringing one of the biggest choreographers of the world. She's going to be awarded a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame. But about the stars and the personalities, the figures that are going to be there, we're going to talk at the press conference on the 8th of June. Marie Chouinard, that's who I'm talking about. Dear spectators, you should know we only have one representation of the performance M. It's a wonderful performance. Those who have seen her performance of Hieronymus Bosch a couple of years ago may remember that wonderful performance formula. Then the ambassador discovered a young man, Piculeață, his name is. They have decided to support him. He's going to perform on the 2nd of July at the German Forum. You should try to see him because he's a wonderful 14, Mr. Chiriac apologizes, year old. The ambassador brought this boy, Piculeață, to his residence and said this is the new Paganini. He was right. Then from Guinea, we will present a wonderful circus. Iulie at the Ion Besoiu Center on the 24th and 25th, Mary Cathedral here in Sibiu. He's an extraordinary organ player. And whether we like it or not, Romania is part of the Francophonie, which is why we're going to give you a couple of recommendations of performances from Romania, because we are trying to open a window, as I said earlier, to performances that have not yet been seen by spectators. We're talking about The Soldier's Tale, for instance. Wonderful performance. And I would like to thank the manager of the Brukenthal Museum for opening once again, after many, many years, the inner yard of the History Museum. We are doing so with a wonderful concert, Musica Ricercata, with Gabriel Bebeșelea, together with Miklos Boch, the man playing our Faust, on the 2nd of July in the inner yard of the History Museum in Sibiu. We'll have a wonderful representation, The Soldier's Tale. We are happy that the acoustics, the wonderful acoustics of that yard, Soiu Cultural Center, a performance by Gigi Căciuleanu, who already holds a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame. You should really see this performance. Most especially, I would like music on the 24th of June, Sibiu State Philharmonics. Then, music on the 24th of June, Sibiu State Philharmonics. Then, at the same hall on the 25th of June, thanks to the support of JDI and the Art Production Foundation, we're going to bring you a poetry performance, Text Shop. As you've seen, we are bowing to poetry through the special performance we have with Teatru de la Ville. Text Shop is a different poetry performance by Gigi Căciuleanu, who is also going to gift us a VR film performance at the Habitus Center. I'm going to refer to this later on, because between the first and the second conference, as you can see, as it always happens, we also have a new section, the VR section. We also have A Hand for the Poet on the 28th of June, a very special performance at the Sibiu State Philharmonics. Moreover, we have a performance that we really wanted to bring you from the Classical Theatre of Arad, the history of music for children and their parents. This is another bridge that we are building between the performance presented by the Sibiu State Philharmonics and the Arad Theatre on the 29th of June. And not least, under the same sign of the poetry, a woman who holds a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame, Maya Morgenstern, will be present at the Sibiu State Philharmonics on the 2nd of July with Rose Ausländer, the last German-speaking Jewish psalmist. Another very special performance that I'm very, very happy to have been able to convince Maya to bring to Sibiu.
We were extremely happy that we were able to perform this show that was already booked by other festivals and other theaters, namely The Hour We Knew Nothing of Each Other. We also have here Mr. Negoțiu, who was very enthusiastical about this show, and we have already received offers from different theaters after the premiere. The premiere was performed, of course, here at this in this hall. And then I would like to invite you to watch Chambermaids on the 25th of June, who was extremely dedicated to the young musicians. The young musicians who are present in this show, who is very important to us. And then Romeo and Juliet on the 26th of June. I am happy to say that we also dedicated this show to the young people, and this show is performed only by the students of the theater faculty in Sibiu. They have worked a lot, and this is their great achievement. We also have a reading performance, Mother. This used to be in the studio hall, but we will perform it on the 26th of June in the Lulu Hall at the Fabrica de Cultură. It is an exceptional show. Besides the opening show at the Evangelical Cathedral, we also have another performance given by Sarah Brown, A Secret About Joy. This is the title. We also had a performance yesterday evening at the synagogue, and it was a full house. And we will also have another performance, The Heart of a Cabinet Maker, the story of a Transylvanian Saxon. All the musicians who will sing during this performance say that they will guarantee a wonderful performance. And last but not least, from the 24th of June until the 2nd of July, we will have a series of VR performances, Wolfgang, which is brought to us by the Foundation Art Production and Gigi Căciuleanu. Dear audience, please do not hesitate to look for this information online, because this is why I wanted to have another press conference, like an intermezzo, so that you can have access to such important information, so that you can have access to the tickets that you might want to buy. And now I would like to give the floor to the ambassador of Germany.
Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to theater, one cannot go wrong by quoting Shakespeare. All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. In my role as German ambassador to Romania, it is a great honor for me to send my cordial greetings to the audience of today's press conference. This year, the motto of the Sibiu International Theatre Festival will be Wonder. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on a wonderful anniversary. 2023 marks the 30th edition of FITS. Over the last 3 decades, Hermannstadt has become home to one of the most important theatre festivals, not only in Europe, but also all over the world. The Radu Stanca Theatre, under the skilled direction of Mr. Constantin Chiriac, together will lead the spectators into the manifold facets of how climate change affects everybody's life. The Theatre Oberhausen presents the result of an international project called the New Stages Southeast Festival, where over the time of 2 years, young authors and theatre spectators from 8 different Southeastern European countries participated in a total of 14 creative workshops, establishing literature and theater as essential components of cultural dialogue. Last but not least, I would like to draw your attention to the extraordinary dance theater production by the Israeli choreograph Nir the Wolf, Come As You Are. It is his second production, which he realized in Berlin in 2017, together with 3 Syrian dancers who had come to Germany as refugees. The dancers incarnate and express their own life stories, their inner conflicts that arise from the struggle with the past, present, and future. Shakespeare, ladies and gentlemen, has also coined the expression brevity is the soul of wit. So let me finish by saying that Germany's contributions are dealing with today's huge challenges to humankind in different artistic ways. And I do hope that they will leave you inspired and fascinated. I wish you a successful and wonderful FITS 2023.
Vă așteptăm la
We welcome you to come to this festival. We will have 7 shows and 14 performances during this festival. Dear audience, please do not miss Not the End of the World. Not the End of the World is a wonderful show on the 1st and 2nd of July at Fabrica de Cultura, directed by Katie Mitchell, who is exceptional. She will also receive a star on the Walk of Fame, and she was prized and appreciated and awarded by almost all the cultural institutions in Europe, and she has more than 100 shows that she directed. She is not German, she is British, but you should not miss her works. And I would also like to recommend Wonder in the Land of My Childhood. And now let's move to the Ambassador of Israel.
President Constantin Chiriac, dear friends and partners, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to deliver this message today and to join in celebrating art and culture. The Sibiu International Theatre Festival is without doubt one of the most important theatre and performing art festivals in the world, and has become the leading theatre festival in Europe. I would like to congratulate President Constantin Chiriac for placing Sibiu at the heart of world culture. This year marks a special and significant moment for Israel and for Sibiu International Theatre Festival, as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of the State of Israel and the 30th anniversary of the festival. In this 2023 edition, Israel is highly represented by 6 renowned theater and dance companies: Vertigo Dance Company, Abima National Theatre, the Revolution Orchestra, director and playwright Roy Horwitz, Asphalt Theatre, and Shakatak. I am sure that you will enjoy.
Mulțumesc, domnule ambasador.
Thank you, Ambassador. You already announced that we will have a lot of things to say about the 10 artists who will receive awards on behalf of the 2 presidents. I would like to point out that Israel is present with 7 shows and 16 performances. Vertigo Dance Company also celebrates 30 years of existence, exactly like our festival, and they will have a spectacle. They will have a performance on the 30th and the 1st of July, on the 30th of June, and then we will have Habima National Theatre, Whom My Soul Loves. This is an extremely special performance. And then Moods, the performance on the 26th of June at the Unicredit Hall at Fabrica de Cultura. They will have 2 performances on a single day, because this is a unique performance in the entire world. It is phenomenal. You will have the orchestra of musicians and the choreography of light and plastic arts, and everything will be exceptional, and I am more than delighted that I was able to bring it to you. And then we will move on to another great friend of our festival, the ambassador of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Andrew James Noble, an excellent friend of ours.
Congratulations to Constantin Chiriac and his marvellous colleagues at the Sibiu International Theatre Festival on this, its 30th anniversary year. Over the years, FEATS has become a landmark event internationally, and this year's event is no different. It's absolutely packed with must-see events and performances. I'm particularly honoured that once again there will be a British season at FEATS 2023. This will feature two amazing choirs who I know will go and to inspire their audiences. The CK Gospel Choir and the London International Gospel Choir, I think, are worth the journey to Sibiu in their own right. But they will be joined also by an amazing work from Botis Siva and Sadler's Wells. Their hip-hop dance spectacular Black Dog will set a new standard for contemporary dance, even at a festival as eminent as Sibiu's. The final component of the British season will be the awarding of a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame to Katie Mitchell. Katie's work as actor, academic, and especially, I think, as director, is legend in the United Kingdom and all across Europe. She's worked with all of the top companies in the UK, such as the Royal Shakespeare Company, the Royal National Theatre, Welsh National Opera, English National Opera, as well as appearances at Berlin State Opera, Salzburg Festival, and very, very many others. She's been decorated and honoured throughout Europe, as well as in the United Kingdom. And I think it's absolutely fitting that on top of all of these accolades that she's already collected, comes now a star on the Walk of Fame in Sibiu. I'm looking forward immensely to the festival this year and to being there in person, and I'm sure you will enjoy being there too.
Mulțumesc, excelență.
Thank you, Your Excellency. If I had listened to your message, I wouldn't have anticipated what I had already said about Katie Mitchell. Dear audience, do not miss the unique opportunity to watch Sadler's Wells on the 28th and 29th of June at Fabrica de Cultură. It is one of the best known dance structures in the world. They star extremely important and well-known performance, and they will come to us, to Sibiu. The ambassador did not mention the collaboration we have with the theatre in London. We have 3 shows and 8 performances, and also a strategic partnership for NATO shows. And this is also something that will be seen on the digital stage for the NATO soldiers. And please trust me that the shows that are performed at the National Theatre in London, we have a lot of actors who have Tony Awards and other important awards. Now, let's move on to another extremely important friend of ours who cherishes us, the ambassador of Japan.
30th anniversary of the Sibiu International Theatre Festival. I am extremely honored to convey my message to this miraculous festival led by Mr. Constantin Chiriac and his passionate team. Yes, I understand the key word of FEATS this year is miracle. And since Japan is so proud to be among the first countries invited to join the festival ever since its early days. Together with FITS, we have experienced many miracles during these 3 decades. But arguably, one of the biggest miracles for us occurred this year. The strategic partnership of Japan and Romania was signed in this commemorative 30th anniversary year of FITS. Last March, President Klaus Johannes visited Japan and signed with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida the strategic partnership, the strongest diplomatic agreement in which one of the biggest pillars is the cultural exchange, and that is what FITS and Japan have been developing since the beginning of the festival. I am convinced that the stable and strong ties between Japan and Romania will surely be more and more strengthened through the collaboration of FITS with this partnership. Especially this year, many big names will be in Romania from Japan to bring you a great experience. Special conference by Kengo Kuma, world-renowned architect, and Mariko Hayashi, award-winning famous Japanese author, Jiu Gekijo and Kazuyoshi Kushida, Faust in the Moonlight, Mari Natsuki, Impressionist Neo, The Last of Pinocchio, Yamanote Jijosha, Yasuda Masahiro, The Seagull, Yamamoto No Theater, Faust No. Once again, I'd like to thank Mr. Chiriac and his team and hope the success of this year's beautiful, exciting, and commemorative Sibiu International Theatre Festival. Felicitări și mult succes!
Mulțumesc, Excelență. Va fi
Thank you so much. The ambassador will also be present in Sibiu, and we will enjoy also the Connects events. They have created a Kabuki Faust, especially for Sibiu, Faust in the Moonlight, on the 23rd and 24th of June at Gong Theatre, and Yamamoto, Faust, A Confession, with the Philharmonic of Sibiu. I would like to draw the attention that on the 20th of June, we have set the Last of Pinocchio of Mari Natsuki. Mari Natsuki being one of the greatest artists of Japan. She also had a tour in the United States, and we had to wait for her to finish that tour in the US so that we could confirm their presence in Sibiu. Please pay attention to this show because I'm sure it will be sold out immediately. And I think that we already have 25 performances that are already sold out in such a short period. And now I would like for us to move on to Spain and to give the floor to the ambassador of Spain. For the first time, we have a message from the ambassador of Spain. And we would also like to thank for the award that our festival received in Castellón in March, together with other important cultural institutions such as the Biennale of Venice, Oktoberfest, and the Nottingham show from London, and other very important partners, and we were among them we were awarded at the festival in Castellón. And I would like to give the floor to the ambassador of Spain.
30th anniversary International Theatre Festival in Sibiu. When we get to our 30s, this round figure, we have already developed our personality, our character. We know who we are and who we want to be. We have as well chosen our best friends for the future. And I think Sibiu, in this 30th anniversary, has got to this point, has a consistent reputation in the international fora for the presence of culture as a bridge between nations. At the same time, when you are 30 and you have chosen your best friends, I think Sibiu has chosen as well Spain. We have been present in every edition since the beginning. For the 23rd edition, we will be present with 4 manifestations of our culture. On one side, we will have 2 representations of the best flamenco dancers in Spain. Maria Pajes and his company will open this festival on the 1st of July, and Maria has been recognized for his long career with the prize of Prince of Asturias in the year 2023 in the domain of arts. Sibiu will recognize as well her relevance and will devote to her a star in your Hall of Fame. Secondly, with the flamenco, you will have Estevez and Baños' company with the spectacle La Conferință, who will show the evolution of the modern flamenco in Spain. On the other hand, Paco Díez and Raúl Oliver represents the popular music in Spain and will, in 2 presentations, give you a show of what is the tradition of Sephardi music in Spain. Finally, for the youngest, but for all audiences as well, the company Campi Kipugi will present Cops and Pigs, a joyful theater piece. Hope you will enjoy these 4 presentations. Let me conclude. Happy 30th anniversary. Count on us for the future to come.
Mulțumesc, Excelență.
Thank you, Your Excellency. First and foremost, you mentioned the flamenco performances, and you should know, dear spectators, that every year we have a strategic development in this sense. In both weekends of the festival, we have 2 flamenco performances. This year, on the 23rd and 24th, we have Estenios Paños y Compañía, the Confluence, at the Faust Hall, Fabrica de Cultura, and then we're going to have Maria Pajes, who's going to be awarded a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame from Scheherazade on the 28th and 29th of June. You should hurry because these shows are almost sold out, and it's a great joy for us to be able to bring such famous names. We'll have 8 performances, Ambassador, more than you've mentioned. A total of 35 representations with these 8 performances. The last but not least ambassador sending a message to us is the ambassador of Austria, Adelheid Folli. Ambassador, please, you have the floor. Dear President of the Sibiu International Theatre Festival, Mr. Constantin Chiriac, dear friends of FITS. The Sibiu International Theatre Festival is approaching its 30th edition. I am happy that this anniversary edition will have a special focus on Austria and that also this year FITS invited well-known Austrian performers. I would like to mention the world-famous Burgtheater Vienna with a production of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Another outstanding performance in the program of FITS is the contemporary dance performance by a well-known Austrian choreographer, Simon Mayer, Sons of Sissi. At the Sibiu International Theatre Festival, the long-lasting tradition of German language performances will be continued also this year.
The secții germane a Teatrului Național Radu Stanca.
Thanks to the German department of the Radu Stanca National Theatre. Let me thank you for the excellent collaboration between the Austrian Embassy in Romania and the Austrian Cultural Forum Bucharest with FITS. We are looking forward to the 30th edition of the festival and see you in Sibiu. Thank you, Ambassador. Dorian Gray, one of the most important performances by Burgtheater, will be performed on this stage on the 27th and 28th of June. Then Bastian Kraft, one of the greater directors of Europe, has been the one to stage this show. He's also going to be present at the conference on the 12th of June in Vienna. I also want to talk about the official partners because it's our duty of honor. Without them, we wouldn't be able to organize the festival. So we have with us as official partners Unicredit Bank. This is a structure that supports Fabrica de Cultură first and foremost. Hopefully, as soon as possible, Fabrica de Cultură will become property of the Sibiu City Hall. We also have an exceptional partnership, thanks to which we are visible throughout Romania. Dedeman, a Romanian company, which is promoting the festival in all the bigger cities in Romania. They have taken over the theme of the festival and are making it visible all over Romania. Then we have Precede Group Societe Generale coming back to its tradition of supporting more than the festival, the Radu Stanca National Theatre, in the project Manifesto for Dialogue. Thank you so much from the bottom of our heart to the Precede team. More than being able to invent a new stage, which they have done successfully, they are able to rethink projects for communities. We have a special partnership with JTI then. JTI is celebrating 30 years of its existence. Thanks to this company, we are able to bring to you great dance and music performances. Gigi Căciulianu as well. And thanks to them, we are able to bring you the Inheritance, the Living Statues partner. Then we have Lidl, a main partner. They have been with us from the beginning, and together with Pepsi, a partner joining us for the first time, we are going to bring you a very special project in Fabrica de Cultură. Then we also have a traditional partnership, Raiffeisen Bank. They are supporting Romanian performances, and we are very happy to be able to continue this as a sign of normality. We also have a new partner, OMV Petrom. They are supporting us and are giving us the certainty that the biggest Romanian oil and gas company is joining us, walking alongside us, FITS. We also have a very well trusted partner, Czech Bank. I would like to thank Mr. Călin Negoțiu for being here with us at this press conference. I would also like to thank Mrs. Mihaela Popa. They are our digital stage partners. It's very important for us to be able to carry on this project, which has been everybody, that an institute put together by the Romanian Academy is first and foremost for young people. We also have a strategic partnership starting 2023 with Pepsi. A partnership first and foremost addressed to the younger generation. We have other partners, GLS, Ion Energy Romania. We also have our mobility partner, Autoclass. Thanks to their support and the support of Sibianul, Grecu, and the Sibiu Autoclass, we are able to bring you all the figures, the important figures in the festival. They are coming to Sibiu by cars provided by Autoclass. Also, all the travels during the festival, for the festival, happen thanks to Autoclass. We also have a street season partner, Transylvania Bank, Banca Transilvania. We also have a smart partner starting this year, Vodafone. We also have Terme Forum and Terme Bucharest continuing their dialogue that we have kicked off 6 years ago with the greatest architects in the world. You've seen Kengo Kuma from Japan, for instance, one of the top 5 architects in the world. He's coming to Sibiu especially for the festival because he's interested in our city and he would like to be part of the competition that Radu Stanca National Theatre and the City Hall, the Sibiu City Hall, are going to launch for the new theater building and the Congress Center we're going to build here in Sibiu. We also have a health partnership with MedLife Dentestet and Polisano Clinic. We do need all the artists coming to Sibiu to do so safely. Also, those who are working for the development of the festival should also be healthy. We also have theater partners, Allianz Chiriac, as well as the festival, Google Arts and Culture, and Lenovo. We have a partner of the volunteer program, Alpha Bank. For many years, they have stood by us. We also have the official festival water, Aqua Carpatica, then the official festival wines, Crama Oprișor wineries. We have a beer partner, Ursus Breweries. They are also joining the Japanese season. We also have sponsors. Keep Calling, Cărturești, a strategic partner for us. Transagape, Heidi Chocolate, Tulipa Flower Shop, Casa Denta, Carbatica Logistics, Rom Filatelia, Lăptăria cu Caimac, Sam Transport, Cronospan, Shura Shushara. Media partners, which I've mentioned the last time as well. Well, I'm going to go through them once again because it's important for us to mention these partnerships.
Yes.
We have TV5 Monde, which is our strategic partner for a long time, Euronews, which will broadcast on Euronews Central in Lyon and Euronews Romania, Deutsche Welle, Europa Liberă, Rock FM, Kiss FM, Magic FM, RFI, the Ringier Press Group, Ager Press, Libertatea, Elle, Biz, Haute Couture, Capital Cultural, Zile și Nopți, IQ Ads, Liternet, Teatrum, educațieprivată.ro, Teatrul Azi, who has joined our festival, România Literară, Observator Cultural, Capital Cultural, Tribuna, Turnul Sfatului, Sibiu 100%, Hermannsteidte Zeitung, Ora de Sibiu, Știri de Sibiu, Mesagerul de Sibiu, Monitorul de Cluj, Sibiul în imagini, Good Time, Sibiul Independent, Star Sibian, Strada Cetății, Sibiul Bun, and Sibiu City App. And our monitoring partner is Media Trust Romania. There are so many other seasons that I wish I had the time to mention because they are all worth mentioning. The United States with Hamlet coming from one of the best universities in Moldova with the National Theatre in Chișinău, Romeo and Juliet on the 24th of June, and also a Forced Marriage at the Philharmonic in Sibiu. We will also have the NATO season at the Academy of Land Forces. And we also have the Mongolian University. And then we also have the Ludic Scales, a journey through theater, dance and music on the 2nd of July. And we also have an online subscription for NATO soldiers. And I would also like to mention the Sibiu Performing Arts Market, which will have a new formula this year. And you will read all the details on the website of the Performing Arts Market, but also on the website of the festival. And you have there all the details and also the rate if you want to subscribe. And I am sure that the participation will be unprecedented. We will also have a fair for equipment and for equipment used in the theater industry. Do you have any questions?